Hi, Dave here from Melbourne SEO Services, and I've just got another client coaching case study. I'm actually here with Alison. I've been working with Alison for 6 months
More than 6 months, yeah. It's back end of last year.
Yeah, it goes really quick, and we're actually in London at the moment, over here for the Olympics, and I just thought it'd be a great opportunity to meet Alison in person, find out a little bit about how the whole experience has been, and share it with you. So, Alison, firstly, thank you so much. It's been great to meet you. She took me out last night to
Rules Restaurants,
which is the oldest restaurant in London. 200 years old, and we had a magnificent dinner, so that was really good. But if we go back prior to us actually starting to work together, just interested to find out a little bit more about the types of problems and issues that you were coming up against in your business.
Yeah, I mean, I started working with Dave because I wanted a very specific kind of coach. I needed somebody to work with me on a strategic level to develop my online marketing business. Basically show me a really much easier path to follow, because I was finding it very hard to develop the business, look after the clients, work on my own development, keep all the balls kind of in the air. And it may seem really strange to you, because obviously I'm at the other side of the world. How did I end up with working with Dave? Well, I actually did a course, an online marketing course. I bought a course that Dave did, and I just thought he was so great. Then I went and searched through his website till I found out that he actually did coaching, and then made the kind of thing. Because to me, it doesn't matter where in the world your coach is, so long as it's the right kind of coach for you, and the coach is going to get you really good results. And I've got great results from working with Dave. It's been hard at times when he's gently kind of pushed me the right way, but it's been a really great, enjoyable business. And he's very much kind of almost like an unpaid business partner for me now. He works very strategically on my business and is helping me develop it all the time.
I mean, some of the problems when we started working together were things like a lot of entrepreneurs face, and that thing of having too many ideas and things always popping up, and not knowing where to focus to get the best result. There's any number of things that you could be working on, but there's usually one or two things that you should be working on. And I know that was one thing that we really started working on. I don't know if there are any other things that you can think of that have been of particular help, or things that we've done together, to put the big pieces in place for you.
I think it's been about having a clear kind of direction to the business, because I see millions of things that I want to do every day, but I haven't necessarily, before we started working together, been doing the right things every day to take me along the right path. And having those coaching sessions with us, we coach a couple of times a month, and knowing that I have to get everything done by the time that I speak to Dave, or he's going to be asking me what the problem is, has been a really good kind of motivator. And also, I'd say that probably Dave wouldn't kind of say this, but he's been great to me on a personal level, helping me develop my confidence in managing difficult clients, for example, working on the kind of problems in my business, and my mindset as well has really changed since I've worked with Dave, because he's made me feel so much more positive and so much more confident in my business and what I'm doing. And that those are, it's very easy for a coach to give you a list of kind of things to do and boxes to tick, but to have that kind of personal support, I think is not that common.
Yeah, I know. I'm quite particular with the clients that I work with. I want to really feel like I can add a lot of value, and I know when we first started, it was a good fit, and it's been great to come and visit you here in London as well, just to sort of move that through to the next level. I'm just wondering, maybe in the tail end, sometimes people, they might be watching this now, they've had a little bit of a look around the website, sometimes it's hard to know if they should take that next step. It takes a little bit of confidence. You bought the course to find out a little bit more about what we did. Someone might not have done that. I don't know if there's anything that you could say to someone if they're thinking about it, or they're not quite sure, because now you've taken that step.
Well, when I was thinking about that, obviously I bought the course, but I could also remember that we scheduled time to talk. No obligation for either of us. And I can remember being really desperate that Dave would want to work with me. And that was great because we got to find out then whether it would be, what we were both kind of looking for. And that was really helpful. So I would basically say, get in touch with Dave and have that call with him and find out whether this is going to be right for you and going to be as good for your business as it's been for mine.
And then the final one I'll ask you, I mean, if we imagine scooting 5 years down the track, just thinking about the things that we're starting to put into place now, like how do you see this impacting your future business and where you're heading? Like from us not working together compared to working together, what sort of an impact now that we are working together do you think it'll have?
I think it's about raising my kind of vision for the business to be really good. I mean, I expect to be coming over to Melbourne to see you because I'll be speaking at a conference there about internet marketing. That's the kind of thing. Whereas before we started working with each other, I probably not really have thought that was a possibility, that my little business here in England could become like an international business. But you've really helped me to kind of widen my vision and to grow into what that could be.
Yeah. So I suppose in the tail end, if you're looking to widen your vision and take your business through to the next level, why not go ahead and get in contact with us here at Melbourne SEO Services, and we'll see how we can help. And Alison, just like to thank you. It's been fantastic to meet you in person.
Yeah.
And
great.
Looking forward to seeing how you sort of grow and develop over the years.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave.